Hi, my name is Luke Reeves-Rollins, and for video assignment 3, I will be comparing and contrasting callable and convertible bonds. Callable bonds are bonds in which the issuer has the right to terminate the bond prior to the bond's predetermined maturity. There's usually a provision that is stated in the original agreement that causes the bond issuer to buy it back prior to maturity. If the issuer decides to terminate the bond prior to maturity, their payout must be greater than the par value of that bond, so as to compensate the bondholder for the premature termination. Convertible bonds are bonds in which the bondholder has the right to exchange the bond for a certain number of shares prior to the bond's maturity. The issue price and conversion rate of a convertible bond are set so as its stock appreciates. If this were not the case, there would be little appeal from an investor's point of view. If the investor chooses to convert the bond prior to maturity, they will not receive as much interest as they would have had they waited for it to mature. Convertible bonds are generally considered more flexible to the investor as they are the ones that hold the power as to when the bond is converted. Callable bonds as well as convertible bonds both have a coupon rate, face value, and expiration date, as is the case with any bond. Another similarity between these two types of bonds is the fact that their lifespan is both uncertain. This is because in each case, either the buyer or the seller holds the right to terminate the bond prior to maturity. The only real notable difference between callable and convertible bonds is the party that has the legal right to terminate the bond. In the case of a callable bond, the issuer of the bond has the right to act before the bond matures. However, in the case of a convertible bond, the buyer or bondholder holds this right.